Hi and welcome. My name's Robin Neely and this is World News Media. Today we look with concern how the coronavirus, instead of reducing its spread, has registered ups and downs that has put the population in check. Because while quarantine measures relax, the COVID-19 virus shows us that the pandemic is not a game and that there may be further outbreaks if the necessary precautions are not taken. Countries like Spain, Portugal, Brazil and Colombia have made it clear that citizens and governments themselves have not been able to find the factor that puts citizens in check against the virus. The economic reactivation for each nation is fundamental because otherwise people would starve, but it seems that the remedy is worse than the disease. Normal working hours have begun and people now have more flexibility to carry out personal errands. However, the mode of transport continues to behave as before the virus, and this causes a setback in containment. In the case of the Spanish capital, Madrid, the city's metro only serves for the virus to travel through it, representing a risk for more than 2.2 million people who use it daily. 3 months ago, it was a strong focus of contagion. Portugal was a benchmark in the management of the coronavirus at the beginning of the crisis, but now the country has been forced to confine 3 million people in Lisbon to avoid the collapse of health. For the fourth consecutive day, the country has registered more infections than recoveries, more than 300 this Thursday, most of which in the capital. Despite the fact that schedules have been set for the use of the Lisbon metro, experts assure that this is still a very close space for the quantity of people who use it. Worse cases are seen in Latin America, especially in Brazil and Colombia. In Brazil, the inhabitants of Rio de Janeiro crowd the buses and trains of the city and cannot maintain social distance due to the economic crisis caused by almost 3 months of quarantine as a consequence of the global pandemic of COVID-19. Experts argue that mobility in cities around the world should be modernized. For example, the use of other means of transport, such as motorcycle taxis, may be a more viable solution. In the Atlantic Department of Colombia, the rebound in cases has been accelerated, so much so that they've been forced to take stricter measures because aside from the parties and crowds in public places, people are seen on buses without face masks and without the opportunity to put into practice social distancing. This has also been occurring in mass transportation systems that exist in the capital city of Bogota. Certainly, no nation was prepared to face the pandemic, and much less its mass transportation systems. Apparently, it will take a long time to make the necessary adjustments and to give follow-up and proper control of this way of moving around the city. So the task now is to find a new way to move where we want to go. Thanks for listening. This is World News Media. Good night.